Good evening. I want to thank my husband Rick and my daughters Mindy and Melanie for joining me tonight. Thank you. You know, I wonder what that baby would have looked like in 1974 if Roe versus Wade had not passed in 1973. I really have a heart for those babies and those mothers that had to make the decision without all the facts, because I was one of those mothers, and that was my baby in 1974. I had an abortion when I was young and without knowing all the facts, and I am here today to convince you that it is important that those people that are teaching our young people sex education, that they include the development of a baby by using a pre-recorded ultrasound. Tonight I will go over the number of abortions that have been performed in the United States since '73. I will give you a little bit of information about my experience. And then also, how does God value the preborn life? And also give you a little bit of information about sex education and what is included in it and the importance of baby development in it. The knowledge obtained would be a great assistance when it comes to anyone having to make these crucial decisions in their life. There have been about 55 million abortions since 1973, according to the National Right for Life. And in the last 10 years, it's been about 1.2 million a year average. I had an abortion that same year that Roe versus Wade passed. I had a 6-month-old baby, and the doctor said it was legal, and at that time, if it was legal, it was moral, according to me. And he also said that it was like a mass of tissue. I feel that if I had more facts at that time, if I had learned more about baby development and saw an ultrasound, I feel like I would not have made that decision at that time in my life, or at any time. Why is this wrong? What does God say about this? According to David Allman, in his book, Created for Connection, he says, God values human life. This includes preborn human life. And he references Jeremiah 1:5 from the Bible. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. Psalms 139:16. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. What should we do to help decrease or eliminate abortion, hopefully? According to the Sexuality Information and Education Council of the United States, they're responsible for preparing the curriculum for sex education in our schools. They include relationships and culture and sexual behavior and health and personal skills, and they do include human development for the adolescent, but not for the baby. Sex education class should include the teaching of the development of the baby and of the preborn, and also have them watch an ultrasound to see and hear the heartbeat. This could help some of them not be sexually active, because they could be fearful that they will get pregnant, especially if they've already determined that they will not abort a baby after seeing these ultrasounds. Or if they do get pregnant, they already have seen the development and they have already made that decision, so it will make them, they will be able to say, no, I will not have that abortion. The pictures on this slide are taken from the Baby Center website, reflect what the 6-week, 12, 16, and 24-week-old baby looks like, preborn baby. And abortions are legal up to the 24 weeks. Does having an ultrasound help deter abortion if the woman is already pregnant at the time of it? According to an article in the American Independent News Network, there is little research out there that defends the idea that viewing an ultrasound will deter an abortion. However, an interview with Yvonne Mackey, Vice President with the Crisis Pregnancy Center of Tidewater, Virginia, stated that of 92 individuals that had a consultation and saw an ultrasound, as opposed to just to a consultation, the percentage of the individuals that decided to keep their baby increased from 26% to 51%. So having the knowledge ahead of time can be more beneficial and would help them to have a better idea and have a clearer mind when it comes to making decisions like this. So remember, of all those babies that were aborted, that it is important that our young people not only are aware of God's views on the unborn, but by learning the development, it will help them to keep from having an abortion. So help us to eliminate the chances that our future children and our future grandchildren will be aborted. Be proactive in every area of your life to make sure that our young people in our sex education classes learn about the baby development and see those ultrasounds. According to Priests for Life website, Harrison Hickman spoke to the 1989 conference of the National Abortion Rights Action League. He states, "Nothing has been as damaging to our cause as the advances in technology, which have allowed pictures of a developing fetus, because people now talk about that fetus in much different terms than they did 15 years ago. They talk about it as a human being, which is not something that I have an easy answer how to cure," unquote. Of course, it is a human being. Anyway, this should motivate us enough to teach our young people the development. And if only one person is saved from seeing this ultrasound, then it is worth it. Thank you very much.